In the end, their time was cut short.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Walking Dead characters that shouldn't have been killed off.
This is Sophia.
I'm getting good at this. Pretty soon I won't need you at all.
I know you. Just like before.
For this list, we'll be looking at the characters on the long-running horror series that deserve to live past their expiration dates on the show. Since we're diving into morbid plot details, a spoiler warning is in effect. Which Walking Dead character do you miss the most? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Noah.
Sorry, Noah. Truly am.
A young man named Noah suffered a lot of tragedy after he was introduced in the 5th season. He was used as a bargaining chip for a cruel villain, lost family members, and learned his community had fallen. Despite all his hardships, the selfless Noah put his life on the line for his fellow survivors in Alexandria and wanted to keep them safe in the long run.
So you can teach me how to build things.
You want to be an architect?
I want to make sure those walls stay up.
But right before he learned more about the city's architecture, he was dispatched by walkers in a very gruesome way. Seeing as Alexandria is nearly destroyed about once a season, Noah could have helped fortify the community after season 5. Unfortunately, he never gets a chance to build the better future he dreamed of.
Help me get him at the back. Where's Noah?
Number 9, Enid.
Hi.
Enid's from outside, too. She just came 8 months ago.
After the teenage Enid lost both her parents, she went from being an immature teenager who liked to sneak away from home to a vital community member. While she had plenty of fighting skills, she decided to mainly help out by becoming a doctor.
Wait, he's leaving? Ow! Sorry. It's fine. I've got this.
Yeah, I know.
Enid was enjoying career success and a relationship until she was slain out of nowhere by whisperers so that they could make a point. While another young survivor named Henry and Tara were also taken too early during that savage whisperer attack, Enid's end hit a little harder. We saw her mature over the course of 5 seasons. Seeing villains cut her down quickly to make a statement after she'd grown so much felt anticlimactic.
And they sacrificed for each other, and some of them, they didn't even know each other, but they still fought like they did.
Number 8, Morales. In the first season, Morales and Rick Grimes worked together to keep their respective families safe. When the two decided to go their separate ways, they parted on good terms.
I gotta do what's best for my family.
You sure?
We talked about it. We're sure.
All right.
That's why we were so shocked to see Morales holding Rick at gunpoint 7 seasons later. The idea of exploring what happened to this once good character and if he could be redeemed sounded exciting.
Are you Negan, too? I lost my family. I lost my mind.
Unfortunately, this potentially interesting Morales plotline was cut short when he was swiftly taken down by Daryl. The Walking Dead missed a huge opportunity to bring an old character back into the fold that could have brought an interesting new dynamic to the show.
That was...
I know who was. Don't matter. Not one little bit.
Number 7, Denise Cloyd.
Come on.
You okay?
I'm fine. How are my patients?
They're doing well. We moved them upstairs just in case.
Although Denise wasn't fully confident in herself or her medical abilities at first, she stepped up when Alexandria needed her. She even managed to save Carl Grimes when all hope seemed lost. But all of her heroic acts were rewarded with an undignified end.
I can ID the meds. I know how to use a machete now. I've seen roamers up close. I'm ready.
You good with this?
No. I'll go alone if I have to.
After Denise risks her life to get vital medical supplies, Dwight ends her life with a surprise attack. This horrific event brought an abrupt end to her sweet relationship with Tara that fans had just started to get invested in. And to add insult to injury, Denise wasn't even the intended target. Her life essentially ended that day simply because her enemy had bad aim.
Her name was Denise, and she was a doctor, and she helped people.
I wasn't aiming for her.
Number 6, Sophia Peltier.
Sophia, you have to do exactly as I say. Hide in there. Squeeze him tight. I'll draw him away from you.
No, don't leave me.
All you have to do to upset a diehard Walking Dead fan is to mention the name Sophia. She was a young survivor who went missing in the first episode of Season 2. Over the course of 6 episodes, fans watched characters constantly talk about Sophia without making lots of progress.
Jake, we're not leaving Sophia behind.
I'm close to finding this girl. I just found a damn doll 2 days ago.
You found her doll, Daryl. That's what you did. You found a doll.
You know what the hell you're talking about?
After spending nearly a large chunk of the season watching people try to find her, it's revealed that she had turned into a walker off-screen.
She didn't try to find her way back. Sophia died a long time ago.
Learning that Sophia had perished after all this buildup made her long-running plotline feel like a huge waste of time. It was disheartening for the fans and the characters to get this unsatisfying conclusion to Sophia's story.
It meant so much to everyone. Finding her, you know? And then,
So now you just move on.
if we can.
Number 5, Sadiq.
What happened was evil. It was evil. And I think she left me alive to tell you that story.
The Walking Dead continued its long-running grudge against doctors by putting the kind-hearted Sadiq through hell before his untimely demise. He was forced to watch a few of his allies meet their ends at the hands of the Whisperers.
It's like I'm still there. All the time. It's like I never left. But it's just pieces. And they're all jumbled together like a puzzle or something.
After the harrowing incident, he struggled with panic attacks, hallucinations, and other side effects. But Sadiq still tried to take care of his mental health and his daughter. After being consistently tormented by negative thoughts, he realized his ally Dante is a Whisperer. Although Sadiq tries to survive, he ultimately perishes at his enemy's hands. The doctor deserved to see the Whisperers lose after everything they did to him. Instead, he lost his life not knowing if his friends or child were safe from Dante.
I liked Sadiq.
No, you liked him.
It wasn't part of the plan.
Number 4, Paul Rovia, aka Jesus.
Rule number 1, always be mindful of your surroundings.
Actually, rule number 1 is don't forget to look up.
What really made Paul Rovia, aka Jesus, stand out in the ensemble was his athleticism. His acrobatic feats and combat experience made him a dangerous fighter. However, none of his very established skills helped him avoid his fate. When he was traveling through a cemetery, he started taking down a bunch of walkers in cool ways. Suddenly, a Whisperer pretending to be a walker came out of nowhere and managed to slay Jesus with one attack.
You are where you do not belong.
We know that he wasn't expecting a human to hide in an undead horde, but the idea that a normal Whisperer got the jump on arguably the best fighter in the cast was absolutely absurd. In the end, it seemed like Jesus' biggest enemy was inconsistent writing.
Tara, Jesus trusted you, so we're all looking to you now. But people are going to want justice for this.
Number 3, Beth Green. Beth was a character that often got stuck playing a supporting role in other people's stories. After she finally got a spotlight episode with Daryl, she was kidnapped by an unknown antagonist. Beth was absent for a long time before she was brought back and made into the focus of a big storyline.
You keep telling yourself you have to do whatever it takes just until this is all over. But it isn't over. This is it.
She grew tougher and more three-dimensional solo, only to perish minutes after she reunited with her group. Seeing Beth get offed at the end of her storyline felt like a gigantic slap in the face. While the writers have brought back several missing characters just to take them out, the amount of awesome development Beth got made her demise one of the worst.
If you ever want to talk about your father or about Beth,
Please stop.
Number 2, Carl Grimes.
It wasn't the Saviors. It just happened.
Between Carl's ability to survive a gruesome eye injury and the long lifespan of his comic counterpart, fans thought there was no way he could fall before the series finale, but they were proven wrong in Season 8. While traveling with Sadiq, Carl is bit by a run-of-the-mill walker. The bitten boy spends his remaining time on Earth leaving messages and protecting who he can. Although Carl's demise is given all the weight it deserved, his passing still threw the series off balance.
It's gotta stop, Michelle.
It's not supposed to be like this.
He constantly showed older survivors that it was possible to grow up in the ruined world without losing one's soul. Although Judith Grimes eventually wore her big brother's hat, she still hasn't replaced Carl in our hearts.
It still is. It's gonna be. But nothing is gonna change that.
Before we mourn our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Theodore T-Dog Douglas. This underrated member of Rick's group should have gotten more time to shine.
I'll do what I have to. You're not becoming one of those things.
I can't ask that.
It's the pact, remember?
This is God's plan. He'll take care of me.
Olivia. She was shot by a savior just because of bad luck.
Barack, kill somebody.
No, it was me. No!
Eric Raleigh. His loving relationship with Aaron didn't deserve to be cut short.
You okay? Are you okay? Fine. But our people, they need it.
Andrea. Her comic counterpart got to play a much bigger role in the story.
I tried.
You did.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Glenn Reed.
I should just put you out of your misery right now.
No! Glenn's passing really angered fans because of how it was set up. After audiences thought he'd became walker food, it was revealed weeks later that a dumpster somehow helped him survive. Glenn made it past the lame fake-out ending only to find himself at the mercy of Negan's bat in the Season 6 finale. After nearly 6 months of waiting, it looked like Glenn was in the clear after Negan sadly picked Abraham as his victim. But Glenn still got struck down by a bat anyway. After multiple fake-outs, a long waiting period, and a brutal death scene, millions of viewers didn't watch what came next. Although the show was trying to imitate Glenn's comic fate, his execution didn't sit well with the audience.
People died, Rick. It's what happened. Doesn't mean the rest of them had to.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.